Do you try harder than everyone else and still feel like it's not enough? Do you live with a constant feeling that something is going to go wrong at any moment? This isn't the normal fear of making mistakes. It's a deeper fear. Silent. Persistent. The fear of failure that doesn't go away, even when everything seems to be going well. And what almost no one tells you is that this fear didn't begin in your adult life. It began much earlier, in childhood. If this fear has always been with you, stay. Because understanding its origin completely changes the way you see yourself. All human beings feel fear of failure. That healthy fear helps us learn, prepare, and improve. But there is another kind of fear. A fear that doesn't motivate. A fear that paralyzes. A fear that is triggered even when there is no real danger. That fear isn't in the rational mind. It's in the body, in the nervous system. And when fear lives in the body, it doesn't respond to motivational phrases or positive thoughts. In childhood, failure should be safe. It should be part of learning. But for many children, failure wasn't safe. Failing meant losing approval. Failing meant disappointing others. Failing meant receiving criticism, silence, distance, or shame. Sometimes there were no shouts. Sometimes there were no visible punishments. Only stares, expectations, an environment where love seemed to depend on performance. And the child's nervous system learned something very clear. I can't fail. Failing isn't an option. Making mistakes isn't safe. That child grew up, and now he's a functioning adult, responsible, capable, but the fear is still there. It manifests as procrastination for fear of not doing it perfectly, extreme self-criticism, difficulty resting, anxiety before submitting something, a constant feeling of being indebted, not because you're weak, but because your nervous system is still operating under an old rule. If I fail, I lose confidence. This fear won't go away with discipline. It won't go away by trying harder. It won't go away by being harder on yourself. Because it's not a character flaw. It's a survival response. The nervous system doesn't understand achievements. It understands security. And until it feels secure, it will continue to activate fear, even when it's no longer necessary. If you live in fear of failure, it's not because you're insecure. It's because a part of you learned too early that making mistakes had emotional consequences. You're not broken. You're adapted. And adaptations can be updated. On this channel, we don't aim to eliminate fear. We aim to understand it, because when you understand where it comes from, it stops controlling you. In upcoming videos, you'll learn how to start building inner security without putting too much pressure on yourself. If this content resonated with you, you're not alone. This channel exists for that purpose. Subscribe. See you in the next episode.